this is the baptismal font in St. Edmundsbury Cathedral in Bury St. Edmunds. So it's some of the decorations by Sir George Gilbert Scott, the Victorian architect. There we are. Okay, so St. Edmund, look at that symbol of Jesus Christ, the Chi Rho, as in the ancient Greek letters, as in Christos, AMDG, in maiorem Dei gloriam, ad maiorem Dei gloriam, to the greater glory of God. And look, the symbol of St. Edmund, he was martyred by the Danes. They shot him to death with arrows. And look at the candle, the Alpha and the Omega from the Apocalypse. I'm the Alpha and the Omega as the first and the last of the ancient Greek alphabet. Of course, it's written in Greek. And a memorial to this judge here. And then you can see the coat of arms with the crest. The crest is the bit right at the top, the knight's helmet with the bird, and the cherub trumpeting. How about that for a stained glass window? So because of the martyrdom of St. Edmund, it became a centre for pilgrimage. And that's what it was like in its heyday. But any parts of this remain. Some of the gateway was torn down by the people of the town. For some reason, only part of the walls are intact. See how much smaller it was. There's open countryside just beyond. Okay. And a Lego model of the cathedral. So the centre of Bury St. Edmunds in the county of Suffolk. So it's an abbey, as in where monks live, Benedictine Abbey, as in St. Benedict in the Dark Ages in Egypt set it up, wrote his Rule of St. Benedict about how it was to work. There were black habits, the Benedictines, and it's according to the house what the rules are about facial hair. Some houses say all clean shaven, some houses say all bearded, and some houses say that's up to you, but you must be either completely clean shaven or completely bearded. You can't be in between with a goatee or a moustache or something. So, but they're a relatively relaxed order. They're not very enclosed Benedictines. They run Ampleforth Abbey and other places. So here it is. The altar is, of course, towards the east, as in pointing towards Jerusalem. So the stained glass windows, because most people were illiterate until the late 17th century, so used to illustrate various Christian tales. Look at the old halos for saints and so on. The biggest halo for Jesus Christ. Divine worship is in progress. Look at the altar. Two candles for an Anglican church. Don't know why two. They redid the roof in 2010. And right up there, look at all those coat of arms around the edge. And look how huge it is, with the nave up here and the choir is towards the top. You see the special booths where the choristers would stand. And of course, until after the 17th century, women were not allowed to sing in church because the Bible says the female voice is nakedness. Yeah? Okay, oh yeah, and then you look under the organ and the Latin inscription, rejoice in the Lord of all the earth. Wow, so such incredible artistry. And the handiwork would have taken just millions of man hours to build this. I think most people were living in shacks, going off a garden shed in those days. How egregiously and scandalously wasteful it was. Most people were dying of hunger. And they're spending all this time building this opulent cathedral. Anyway, I've got to say it's in very good condition. No filming photos of the choir. Well, nobody's in the choir, is there? Anyway, and look at little ante-chapel. So that's it. Perhaps you're getting some idea of the scale of St. Edmundsbury Cathedral. Bury, as in borough, the Anglo-Saxon word for town or fortress. Commonly known as Bury in the area because everybody knows we're talking about Bury, St. Edmunds in East Anglia, as opposed to Bury in Lancashire. It's not related to inter the dead. Right, I'll sort of switch it off now. Look at the pulpit there and that sounding board. Before audio systems, that was to bounce the voice around for acoustic purposes. Okay, I'll switch it off now.